Hi there, I'm going to show you how to make this delicious Panang curry dinner. It's so yummy and it's really simple to make. And you just need a few things. I'll go through and tell you what you need. First thing you'll need is coconut milk. Now it's got to be regular coconut milk and not light coconut milk. Now I'm making a big batch of curry, enough for about 6 to 8 people. So 2 cans would be enough for that. Then you'll need a 4-ounce can of Panang curry paste. Now I buy this at my local Asian market and you could find those everywhere, so this should be relatively easy to find. However, you probably won't find it in your regular supermarket though. Now if you can't get to the Asian store and you need a quick curry paste, then just grab this one at the regular market. This one you can find pretty much everywhere and it'll do just as well. One of the major differences is also price. I buy this one, the Panang curry paste, at the Asian store, and it's like $1.30 maybe. And I'll just stock up on it. I'll get like 10 cans at a time. And then this one, the one at the regular store, is like $4. So really you're paying for convenience. And it's not as flavorful as this one, but it's just as good in a pinch. Then you'll need a can of baby corn. Then you'll need a little bit of creamy peanut butter, better than bouillon chicken base. Alternatively, this one comes in a vegetable base if you're vegan or vegetarian. This one's also pretty good. Then you'll also need mushrooms. This is an 8-ounce package minus 1 mushroom. And then a red bell pepper. These are really small ones, so I'm using 2 instead of 1 big one. I'm also using an eggplant in this one. This is optional. I've never cooked it with an eggplant before, but since I have so much on hand, I'm just going to throw this in. You'll also need soy sauce and vegetable oil and garlic and onion powder. First, you want to get your rice cooking. I love this brand. Any sticky rice will do great with this. So I'm going to cook 2 cups, and I just cook it in my rice cooker. It's quick and easy. First, you'll want to prep your fresh veggies. Wash these mushrooms and get all that dirt and residue off. Okay, now I'm going to slice them up on the thin side. You'll want to cut the stem down a bit. Looks good. I'm just going to put these aside for a minute. Now, I got a great deal on these. I only paid 50 cents for the whole package. They were on clearance for 99 cents, and then I had a store coupon 50 cents off. That's a sweet deal. Onto the bell peppers. I'm going to wash them first. Then cut them up, and you want to cut off this little piece too. Then you'll slice them up lengthwise. Now this is 2 small bell peppers minus a little piece that my daughter snagged while I was cutting these up. But you could use less than this. You could even use like 1 small one, or basically however much you like. Now we're on to the eggplant. I'm going to cut this up. So you just cut the top off and then you cube it up. It's super easy to cut. It's like really soft with a spongy texture. Now that was such a big eggplant that I'm only going to use like half of it. I'm just going to keep half aside for probably like baby food. I'll just cook it and keep it aside for him. Okay, now you want to warm up your pan, and we'll start with our base. So you want to put the curry paste right in, along with just a little bit of oil. Then add a little bit of the cream on the coconut milk. So basically it separates. So like the fattier part goes to the top and then it's like more liquidy on the bottom. So just take like a couple of spoonfuls and put it in there. The thick part on the top. So basically don't shake your can. Then you'll just want to mix this all up while it's warming up and get it all thoroughly combined. It's looking good. So now you can dump the rest of that coconut milk can. And then keep mixing it until it's pretty thoroughly combined. Then add about a teaspoonful of peanut butter. Now this is also optional. It gives it a really good flavor though, so I would recommend it. Then add a heaping teaspoon of the bouillon base, whether it's chicken or veggie, either one. Then mix it well. Okay, now we're ready to add the mushrooms. See how it's all bubbling up? Just mix it in. Then cook it on medium for about 5 minutes. The mushrooms take a little bit longer than everything else to cook. Meanwhile, you can get your baby corn out and rinse it off. You want to rinse it pretty well because it has that like pickled taste to it, which I hate. I like it to be more fresh tasting. Looks yum so far. Now we can add a few more things. Add the eggplant. Add the baby corn. Add the other can of coconut milk. Add a little bit of soy sauce, probably like a teaspoon or even less. Add some garlic powder. I don't really measure, so probably like half a teaspoon or so. And onion powder, same goes for that. And get it all mixed together. And let it cook about 5 more minutes and add a little bit of sea salt. Now you can taste it at this point and see how you like it. If you want it a little bit spicier, add some of this chili paste. This is good stuff. And do about a teaspoon at a time and taste it as you go. Okay, now you can add your bell peppers. And then I forgot to mention earlier, but you add peas at the end. This is like my favorite part, and I use probably about half a cup or so, you know, whatever you like. And turn it down to a simmer on low for probably like up to about 10 minutes. Just keep checking it and stirring it. Looking good so far. Now if you like meat in your curry, you can just use a little bit less vegetables and then cook a little bit of meat with it. For example, if you're using chicken, probably only use like half a pound because a little bit goes a long way. And you'll just chop it up and put it in there with it. Or you can always add cooked chicken or cooked meat at the end. Now there's lots of other things that you can add to this too. This is just my favorite combo, with the exception of the eggplant. That's my first time in this, but you could also add things like people add fresh tomatoes at the end, or you can cook it with fresh basil. There's so many options. You could do carrots, potatoes, anything really. You could also add a little bit of brown sugar if you like it on the sweeter side. Alright, well it's all done. I just took it off the heat and moved it away. And I'm just going to let it sit for a while. The longer you let it sit, the more it'll thicken up and the yummier it'll get. Alright, the rice is done. Everything's ready. So I'm just going to get a little tiny bowl, and I just got it wet, just ran it through the water. And there's a little trick here. If you just scoop this up with the rice, I'll show you. Like that. And then when you transfer it to your plate, you have pretty rice. Ta-da! And that's a good way to watch portions too if you're measuring your food. And just get your curry on the plate too. You can garnish with a little bit of cilantro and a little bit of green onion. And dinner is served. This looks so yummy. I can't wait to eat it. Well, it turned out to be pretty good with the eggplant. I would definitely do it again. I make a big batch just so that I can have extra leftovers. Me and my husband like to eat this for lunch throughout the week. Well, thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. And comment if you have any questions or comments. I appreciate it.